Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video we're diving into Grand Voyage over at Arlong Park vs Luffy with a tier list to break down all the powerhouse characters that'll help you guys take down this particular event. Now, unlike any other Grand Voyage we've seen in this particular series, this particular Grand Voyage needs you to bring a mono powerhouse team with one of every color. Now, stereotypically, they are designed around mono teams, where this particular Grand Voyage needs you to bring one of every color and an Arlong on the team. Now, built around the Arlong Pirates, you can understand why they wanted you to bring one of every single color. But since the revelation of some different strats, there are a lot of very good characters to get this particular fight done, unlike the other Grand Voyage at Arlong Park, where you need to verse Arlong with the Mono Dex Cerebral team. So, in today's video, we're going to take all of the powerhouse characters, yes, all of the powerhouse legends, and the best free-to-play / rare recruit options you guys have to take down this particular event, put them onto a tier list for you guys, so you guys can have a look and see what characters are the best options for taking down this particular event. But if you enjoy this kind of stuff, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button. I am looking at all these characters in their max state, level limit break expansion, all that kind of stuff. But I will basically talk about them if they don't need it, per se. And if they do, I'll mention it as well. But like I said, if you enjoy the video, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button. With that said, let's take a look at the tier list for Grand Voyage over at Arlong Park against Monkey D. Luffy. So here's the tier list. We have the best of the best at the top. These characters are pretty much going to be the best options to bring. Elite characters, they're pretty much going to need like level limit break and all that fun stuff to get it done. Great options. Look, they're just great options. Finally, you got can use. These characters have done it, but people have sort of like shoehorned them into a team. And then finally, you have don't bother. And obviously, don't bother is don't bother. And as you can see here, we have a lot of characters. The powerhouse class has a lot of units in it, and because that's one of every type, does mean that we did need to include all of the characters actually here. Now, I have done up to Arlong 6+, which we'll talk about once we get there, but let's just quickly throw a bunch of characters into Don't Bother, because there are a lot of characters here that just don't work. Lucci, Judge, Fuji, Jinbei, Judge, Sanji, Luffy, Cat Viper, Big Mom, Fuji again, Kainu, Kaido, Katakuri, Lucci, Sobamask, Marco, this Whitebeard, this Fuji, V2 Jinbei, the Sweet Commanders, Big Mom vs Kaido, Blackbeard, Sanji, this Blackbeard, Moria, vs Whitebeard, Marco, Germa 66 6+, King, Reiju, Kuma, Fuji, Page 1 Ulti, Katakuri, the Beast Pirates, Mad Monkey Rogue, X-Drake, Marco, Big Mom, this Kite Rush Kaido, Smoothie, Super Tandem Blackbeard, Who's Who, what's his name? Sasaki, Katakuri 6+, Tot Musica, Garp from PvP, Orochi, Olin the Orion, Page 1, Jinbei, Whitebeard, Cat Viper and Dogstorm, V2 Big Mom, I don't remember if someone used him, Reiju, Jumanji can stay actually, what's your name, Kanjuro, this Luffy, Katakuri Oven, Stampede Luffy, Rikuyu Gugu, Olin, this Blackbeard, and Toby Ropo. So as you can see, there's more goddamn characters in Don't Bother than there is going to be at the top of the tier list. So I do apologize for scrolling down, but I just want to make it known to people that are looking here, just trying to beat this content, that these characters, whilst they're all powerhouse, you're not going to see play with them. So, the reason I didn't put Hody in Don't Bother is because I wanted to highlight you pretty much need this Hody support. Whether you have him 6+ or whether you have him 6-star, his support is elite. Like, it's one that you're going to need to bring because it goes on Arlong. There's only one Arlong that can get it done, and that's this Arlong right here. And he's going to be the best, just purely because he's the only one. There's yet to be another Arlong to do it. He's about to get a 6+, so it's going to make it easier. But basically, if you are bringing an Arlong, like, this is the one you want to bring. And if you have this Hody support on this Arlong, it's going to make things very, very easy. So, if you have Hody at all, if you pull one copy of Hody, just make sure to max out his support. Next, we've got Garp. Garp is an elite character. Honestly, Garp is so close to being the best. However, there was a team that actually did it, I believe from Nitro Sage, that doesn't include 6+ level limit Garp. So, he's an elite character. He makes it very, very easy, but he's not one that is essential. Versakainu, though, Versakainu's the best. I'm going to put Versakainu straight up to top because he made it very, very easy to get done, whether you use him as your own captain or as a friend captain. You kind of want to bring him as a friend captain if you are using him, but he's so friggin' good to get this done. Like, he's just so ridiculously good. And I feel like once we get the 6+ of Arlong, it's going to make it very easy for people to just bring Arlong 6+ as a friend as their captain, and then bring a friend captain to Kainu. So he's going to go straight to the top. Next we got Magellan. Magellan's a can-use character. I did see Subconsci do it with Magellan, so I'm going to put him there. Same with Judge Sanji 6+. I believe Chaozu actually did it with the Germa 6+. Cracker is a great option. I believe Cracker was one of the original characters to get it done with. I believe Cracker was anyway. I believe Cracker was on the original team. But I don't think he's like a very good option from many other teams. Queen's elite. A lot of people have been using Queen as their captain to get it done, and obviously with ship upgrades, this was the first Grand Voyage that kind of needed a ship upgrade. But with ship upgrades, it opened the door to a lot of different teams, and having Queen on a team as a captain with the auto proc and all that fun stuff made it very, very easy. As for the free-to-play Olin, she's an absolutely elite character. She's pretty much always going to be your int character that you bring. So if you are bringing her, she's going to make it very, very nice and easy for you. This Katakuri is a great option. I did see a lot of people use him with some new strats with like Rush Kaido and stuff like that. Black Maria, she's a great option as a captain. She removes paralysis, and you can hybrid her up with Rush Kaido that works very, very nicely. However, you do need some other big pieces of the puzzle. This particular Jimbei, he's a great option. He was one of the original characters to get it done on the original team. He has double special activation. He removes paralysis. He removes a bunch of nasty effects as well. On the final stage, there's a bunch of damage reduction, but if you do 1 million or more damage that goes through NAO, you will just basically kill the unit that does that. Ulti is a great option. I did see, I believe, Nitro Sage again, or it might have been Spidey. I can't remember which one of them. I do apologize if I got that wrong. Did use Ulti for this. She's more of a can-use option, to be honest, than a great option, but she's definitely one that you can use. You don't want to use this Blackbeard. Alba, I believe someone did use Alba, so I'm going to put him in can use. I don't know if you can use him, per se, but I'm fairly certain someone used Alba. This Whitey Bay, I did see on the same team, or on a Rush... Oh, I can't remember what team I saw this Whitey Bay on, but she was a Treasure Map Rare Recruit, and she was actually used. So you actually can use her. This verse Blackbeard. Now, this is verse Blackbeard specifically, not verse Whitebeard. So I do want to make that known that this is verse Blackbeard. The verse Blackbeard is pretty much the only other character that you can bring as a captain that will do damage to yourself. Unless you have some sort of stun mechanic with Katakuri and Oven and all that fun stuff. The Blackbeard variant is going to do damage, so that way you can get around the stun. Now, you can probably do some fun stuff with bug stalling. That might work. I know I've seen a lot of people use 6+ Kaido and get like an increased damage every single turn, and then they used ulti as a friend captain, or friend, like vice versa. So I do believe there's another way around it, but if you have the squad support on Blackbeard, it just makes it so easy for stage 4. So if you pull squad on a discount of a support rare recruit banner, and you have this Blackbeard, even just at level 99, he's going to be an exceptional character to bring for this particular fight. This Marco, his character you can use. I did see someone bring him on a team as another strength character. Rush Kaido and EX Big Mom. Rush Kaido is an elite character for this fight. Don't think he's good as Blackbeard, but you definitely can bring him as a friend captain if you have the Blackbeard and the squad combination, as I mentioned. The two work exceptionally well together. They satisfy two of you, obviously two of the colors. But if you are bringing Rush Kaido, remember you are bringing Arlong, which is a double up of your strength characters. Same if you're using something like ulti. So that's the big downside to running strength units, is you're pretty much shoehorned into bringing Arlong, so any other strength character is going to take up another slot for your every single color. Next, you've got EX Big Mom. She can be used. I did see Subconsci use her. I don't know if I'd say she's a great option, but she definitely can be used. She's very, very powerful, though. Same with Whitebeard and Marco. They're another character that you can use. Their swap is great. Their special is great. And it's an area where I think I saw Nitro Sage actually use them. Next, we've got 6+ Kaido. 6+ Kaido is a great option. I don't know if I'd say he's elite. I did see some really, really fun stuff that people were using him with, like the auto proc. I believe Chaozu did it, and again, I believe Nitro Sage was one of the ones that did it as well. I just don't think he's as good as what Versakainu does for this quest. The burn mechanic of Versakainu is just way better. You don't need as much investment. You don't need a 6+. You don't need a level limit break. Like if you're going to bring a quick unit, Akainu is going to be the man to go for. But this particular Kaido is a lot of fun if you guys want to just sort of try and rerun or whatever. As for these other units here, I'm going to leave Arlong 6+ till the end. V1 Whitebeard, 6+ level limit break. He is a great option just because he was one of the very first characters to get it done. They wanted you to run this combination. He's one of the only characters that can do 1 million fixed damage just like these guys can to kill Arlong in the back. Not Arlong, Usopp in the back. So he is a great option if you have him maxed out, super evolved, all that fun stuff. This particular Zoro, you definitely can use him. I actually used him on my initial run. I believe Subconsi was the man to actually revelate this Zoro. He's a free-to-play character that you can definitely pick up. Nice and easy. He removes paralysis. He's a Zoro. Honestly, he's more of a great option than a can-use character. This Frankie, though, he can be used. I used this Frankie on one of my Rush Kaido teams. He sets defense to 0, which makes him very valuable, and he removes paralysis. He also rotates all orbs into his own, so if you keep a Wano orb in him, you can just get a full bottle of Wano orbs, which is pretty much what I did. And that worked out really, really nicely. And then finally, we have Arlong Crew 6+. Basically, Arlong Crew 6+ is just going to make life so much easier when he comes out. Because like I said, if you run these two together, I feel like it's just going to be absolute easy mode for this particular quest. Like, absolute easy mode. But as for this particular Grand Voyage, like I said, you shoehorn into using Arlong. If you can make Verse Akainu work somehow, his burn mechanic works dividends because it doesn't actually trigger the countdown for the amount of turns, just like every Grand Voyage quest needs. So it's a nice, cheeky way at actually getting around a lot of the annoyance that is that special the stage cooldowns. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.